Welcome to Shine Movement Space. Today we are working on our core, shoulder, and pelvic stability with this short, no-prop mat Pilates routine. This class focuses on increasing body awareness and is pregnancy-friendly. I hope this video leaves you feeling tuned in and connected to your body. Now let's get moving and shine together. Hello, thanks for joining me today. This workout is going to be on our hands and knees a bit, so if your wrists are sensitive, you may want to grab some yoga blocks, or you can always fold your mat over and just provide a little bit extra cushion for your wrist. It's also going to be pregnancy friendly. There'll be a few places where I'll do some modifications in case you are pregnant, so just keep an ear out for those. Okay, we're going to get started on all fours today. Knees under hips and hands under shoulders. I want you to exhale, press the floor away, draw those shoulders down and back. The creases of your elbows start to face each other just slightly. We feel engagement through our upper body. We inhale here, and on the exhale, let's just start with a few cat-cows. We tuck our pelvis under, press down through the floor, round your spine, chin to chest, and then open up, unfolding on the inhale. Exhale, nod chin to chest, tuck this pelvis under, abdominals, draw in and up. And then we unfold. Let's take two more like that. Exhale, tucking under, pressing through the mat, finding that resistance, and unfold. And then exhale one more time. Round your spine. Let's stay in this rounded position here. And we're just going to set our bum back towards our feet and then pull forward. Exhale, stretching through the lower back. And inhale one more. Exhale. And inhale. Let's pull everything back forward and unfold into a neutral spine here. So making sure those sitting bones are facing the back wall. We're going to think, inhale, and on the exhale, abdominals pull towards the spine. Our neck is long, so I like to look about 2 feet in front of my hands or towards the edge of my mat. So making sure I'm not up or hanging here. Nice long neck here. We inhale, and on the exhale, I want you to send one leg back behind you. We try not to shift in the pelvis, and then inhale, bend that knee in. So automatically my body wants to shift towards that knee that's are now becoming our standing leg, but I want to try to keep my weight in the center and bend it in. Exhale, hips stay level. That's tricky for me. I'm trying very hard to keep them nice and level. So those lower abdominal muscles, those deep, stabilizing transverse abdominis is working here. I want you to almost think there's 2 magnets on your hip bones and it's pulling together slightly. Leave that leg long and hold here. Hips facing the floor, we hold. Breathing and breathing. And then bend that knee in. You're gonna keep that knee bent and lift that shape to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Give yourself a check here. Have you shifted to that opposite arm and leg? Try to keep your body nice and centered. Exhale. Maybe you feel your obliques fire on a little bit here in this position. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Very nice. We're going to shift back to extending the leg behind us. And then you're gonna lower, tucking your toes under in the back. Inhale, prepare, and on the exhale, we lift our knee and round our spine into that cat position. Abdominals lift the knee, we exhale. And inhale. Unfold, exhale. rounding the spine, and inhale. If you are pregnant, just keep that neutral spine and lift the knee, hover it off the floor. So don't find that rounding through the back and crunching if you are pregnant. Let's just lift the knee and lower. Inhale and exhale. Unfolding. And let's do one more. And unfold. From here, we're gonna combine it. We lift that leg, we lower it, tuck the toes, lift and lower. Unfold the neck, lift the leg and lower. And lower down. A few more, you can add that front arm reaching long and lower. Using those abdominals to lift your spine. And let's do one more. Staying nice and centered. Very nice. Step that other foot back, press yourself into a downward dog position. Inhale here. And exhale, taking the weight off of those wrists just a little bit here. Walking through the feet. And then you can slowly walk your feet in just slightly under your hips. And then fold forward and roll out the arms, roll out the wrists. You can also stand fully up. If I do so, I'm out of the screen. Inhaling at the top, tuck your chin to your chest and roll on down. We're gonna bend our knees and place our feet on the floor. Guess what? We have two sides, my friends. So if your wrists are starting to hurt, you're welcome to fold that mat over. Give them a little extra cushion here. Exhale, press down through the floor. Find your neutral spine again. Neck is long. Creases of the elbows kind of pull together slightly. Pelvis is centered. We inhale. Exhale. Abdominals brace the spine and we send the other leg back behind us. Inhale in. Exhale. And inhale. So that leg is not going to go as high as it may be able to if we arch our spine. We want to keep our pelvis nice and still, our leg nice and parallel. And that means it's not going to go much higher than hip height probably. Exhale. Reach it long and inhale. Trying to stay nice and centered. You have two more like this. Nice long neck. I need to remind myself of that. And one more. Bend the knee in. Now we lift that shape to the side and come center. Check your body. Did you automatically shift? Let's try to keep it nice and neutral in the middle and center. That really fires on the obliques as well. And lower. You have just a few more like this. And lower. And we have one more. Very good. We find that nice long leg again in the back. Press down through the floor if you need to reset. We extend the leg long. You tuck the toes under. Inhale here. You exhale, hips face the floor. We curl, rounding our spine, lifting that knee. And we inhale, unfold. We exhale. Round, pulling the knee up with the abdominals. Or we exhale, lift the knee with that neutral spine. Exhale, just hovering the knee off the floor. Exhale. I always think my abdominals brace my spine first. Exhale. And inhale. And one more. Exhale. Abdominals lift. And now we find that combo here. So reset if you need to. Center yourself. We lift the leg. We lower. Exhale. And inhale. We lift and lower and lift and lower. Few more. You can add that opposite arm, reaching in front. I'm trying really hard to keep my hips facing the floor because as a dancer, I like to rotate my hips open. So I'm really trying hard to find stability through my pelvis, abdominals. And let's do two more. And one more. With control. Very nice. Step that other foot back, push into a downward dog position. And breathe here. Good, walk your feet towards your hands again. Just give your wrists a little bit of a roll here. Letting your arms circle nice and heavy. And then reverse. Very nice. Step those hands in front of you. Again, we're gonna find that downward dog position. So hands are a little bit in front of the shoulders. I want you to think that your feet are nice and stable. Inner thighs are pulling together. We inhale here, and on the exhale, abdominals zip up, inner thighs zip up. We pull shoulders over our hips. We inhale, send our hips back. And exhale, pull shoulders over our hands, not our hips. Unfolding into that plank. We send our hips back. Two more. Exhale, everything zips up. Nice, long and strong. And last one. And good. Lower your knees to the mat. And then you're gonna take one arm to the center, the back hand to the center. You can unfold to your side. All right, so we're in this kind of kindergarten pose position. If you've ever taken those photos as a kid, you know what I'm talking about. All right, from here, you're gonna reach that arm in line with the shoulder. We inhale here, nice and strong. So we're lifted from underneath, shoulder drawn down and back, neck is long. We inhale here, and we exhale, we press down through the floor. We lift our hips, pressing through our feet as well, zipping our legs together into a nice side bend. We inhale to lower. Exhale, everything zips up. We reach nice and long, and we lower down. If that's a little too much for you, you can close those knees and just lift the hips. Finding that lift from your side body from underneath. So up to you which one you would like to do. We have two more. Exhale, zipping up nice and long, and inhale, lowering with control, hopefully. Exhale, and inhale. Very nice. Set your pelvis down. If you haven't already, close that top knee and stretch in the opposite direction. Very nice. Roll out that wrist if you need to, and let's swing our legs around and try that on the other side. So if you're in an all fours position, you bring your back hand towards the middle. You leave your feet where they are and then just swing your legs open. Hopefully your feet will kind of fall into this position, this little pose. So my heel is in front of that back ankle here. Hand is reaching out in line with the shoulder. You'll feel on the first one if you need to step that hand a little further apart because that shoulder is going to slide over the hand. We inhale here. We exhale, we press into the hand and into the feet, lifting from underneath, lifting from that side body, and inhale, unfold. Exhale, reach up and over, feeling nice and strong, zipping everything together, and then we lower down. Exhale, we press into the floor, feeling that length through the side bend. And then if we need to, we can close our knees together and lift our hips, pressing through the floor to really bend in a sideways position here. So we really feel a lift from underneath our body. And lower down. Let's do one more, whatever way you're doing it. And lower with control. Close that top knee and stretch to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come on up to the center. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position, either on your knees or cross-legged. Take your hands in front of you. I want you to tip your fingers under, set them on the floor, set your wrists on the floor so your fingers face you. Don't put your full body weight into your hands, but lean forward just a little bit, stretching the back of those wrists that we worked so hard in all of these exercises. You can kind of lean forward and then pull your weight back. Feel what feels good on your body. And then gently come on up to a seated position, clasp your wrists and just kind of give them a little roll or a little wave, whatever your hands might need. And then when you're ready, we'll end class as usual with a nice deep breath in, inhaling, scooping up all that energy in the room you just created, and exhale, bring it to your heart. Close your eyes, inhale. Feel nice and alive. Thank yourself for doing something good for your body and mind today. Inhale. And on the exhale, eyes float open, arms float open, shoulders roll up, down, and back. I hope that you feel nice and strong and stable, and you felt your own inner strength with that one. If you enjoyed this class, I would of course appreciate a little like, subscribe, or a nice comment. And you can also check the description for some more complimentary classes, or of course the playlist as well. There's playlists that include props or no props and different kind of vibes or feelings you might want to get out of the movement for that day. So make sure to give that a check. And above all, I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you continue to shine today, my friend. Bye. Sincere thanks to you, my friend, for being an important part of the beginning of this channel. Every view, thumbs up, subscribe, and encouraging comment increases connection and really does help this space to grow. Please consider following if you haven't already. I appreciate your support, and I hope you'll join me again.